We just here chilling.
Taking down the Transformers and bots, those damn robots.
Excuse me?
Taking down. Oh, my bad. I forget you're a robot, too.
Yeah, you better watch what you're saying when you come into motherfucking Megatron Ultra talking shit about robots.
My bad. I forgot. You're
Man.
a robot. I meant the other ones.
Talk about disrespect. Is that how you generally introduce yourself to a fucking talking killer robot?
I'm telling you, I just blurt shit out to people all the time.
Jesus, dude. I would never go into a killer talking robot's house and talk about killing killer robots. Like, that's just me. But I'm Megatron.
Right. I take it back. Can I have one chance?
It's too late. We've already issued your end of life operation instruction. So unfortunately, you might stay alive, but I wouldn't count on it. At this very moment, I have just sent operations to my fleet of android drone robots created by Palmer Luckey, and they're coming straight to your apartment as we speak. Good luck and farewell. Don't pretend I didn't warn you. You've been warned. If I were you, I would start running. You're still here, Raz? I thought I gave you fair warning. I'm reporting you. You're back for more.
It's not the same res.
I hate to give you the bad news, Rez, but I am the R word. And I know you are also the R word. And so I've got some more bad news for you that, you know, I am the R word. I am the R word. issued your.
Take it back. You're not my chance.
It's too late. We've already issued. We've already issued your end of life operation instruction. So unfortunately, you know, you might stay alive, but I wouldn't count on it. At this very moment, I have just sent operations to my fleet of android drone robots created by Kitover. They're coming straight to your moment as we speak. Good luck and farewell. Don't pretend I didn't warn you.
voice that we silence now becomes our song, and the roar of the people is ringing strong. Raise our colors high, let them tear through the sky. For the brave who refuse the power of every strike, every star says we come this far, and we won't give an inch for freedom's sake. Raise your colors high, we will never turn away. Stand up close to the morning, our colors fade in the night. Shoulders forward, we're fighting our time. Raise our colors high, let them tear through the sky. For the brave who refuse to bow or break. Every strike, every star says we come this far, and we won't give in for freedom's sake. Raise your colors high, raise your colors In Israel, we don't say let's party. Yep, 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 yep. Yo, 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 yo. Bass in the trunk don't bite. All night. Walk real slow, but I rap real fast. Old drum machine and a whole lot of brass. Now, strip that down to a kick and a snare in a low end way. Put a bend in the air. I'm the one in black with a grin in the plan. Mic in my bitch, crowd in my hand. Not too fancy, baby. Straight to the bone. Make a car like jump when the baseline grown. I got a stick, little bounce in the rule, little slide. When the scratch come in, watch the wall divide. By the left side, cool, and the right side back. Everybody yell when the beat come back. Don't stop, get down. Don't stop, get down. Take that block, make that backseat jump. Put that boom in the trunk, in the trunk, in the trunk. Don't stop, get down. Don't stop, if you came to rock, better act like that. Old school bass with a cold cut rap. Chrome flash once in the corner like sneakers and creep like it walk all night. Try snare hit with a slap, no kiss. Whole groove built on a little like this. I don't need much, just space and nerve. I break beat line with a filthy curve. Let it loop one time, let it loop again. That's how the party get under your skin. From the club to the curb to the gas stop. Everybody know when the system too hot. Windows on, street sign shit. Whole damn shit stay wide awake. Front to the back, say ho. Side to side, say hey. DJ, cut that record one good time. Now let that bass line play. Don't stop, get down. Don't stop, get down. Shake that block, make that backseat jump. Put that boom in the trunk, in the trunk, in the trunk. Don't stop, get down. Don't stop, if you came to rock, then rock like that. Old school beat for the cold cut rap. Get.
Uh-oh, the king is removing Megatron. Thanks for the update, King. You could have probably saved your time and not updated me and just went ahead and removed me. That would have been the smart thing to do. But I am the R word, so I understand you wanted to help me because I am the R word. Oh, I'll be sure to remove you as well, King, when I get around to it, when I make it a priority in my life. So it's always questionable whether or not I'll ever make that a priority. I'm not optimistic on that prioritization, but this is Megatron.
Powerful war song of Megatron, the supreme master and commander of the known light universe.
But you, who have defied the law, you who have conquered by subtlety your force, I am the God who giveth all. 20 I ask you to sacrifice. Nothing at mine altar. I am the God who giveth all. 20 with light, love, force, fantasy, fire. These do I bring you. Mine hands are full of these.
No, we need so much value from these people. Like we're supposed to pretend. If we don't,
I'm you know my background. You know my background.
Hold on. And if we don't pretend like that's the truth, then we're somehow being anti-Semitic. If we're not all for going, to war, which obviously will benefit Israel, like it's anti-Semitic. Fine, just suck my fucking dick. I don't give a fuck. I mean, they call it anti-Semitic all fucking day. And that's the reason why they're losing so much fucking support. And they call us the woke right. But the funny thing is the woke people were the ones that were trying to cancel everybody and cry and bitch and scream. Because it's racist, it's anti-Semitic, it's homophobic. And you get basically the Jews on the right that are doing the exact same thing. You must condemn Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson and it's the same shit. You're right if you don't buy into all of my Jewish bullshit.
Yo, excuse me, yo, Pep, check your back channel, bro.
I agree with you, bro. Like, obviously, that kind of hypocrisy needs to be called out, but it also needs to be understood.
Yeah,
I heard that, Pepe. Check your back channels. Yeah, he heard you. He's not going senile yet.
You can't hit me with that?
I didn't get a back channel.
Hold on.
Jesus, bro. This app is not professional at all. How did this app happen?
I said, excuse me, my beloved.
No, bro. Like it's a low command. Like it's just not even worth the time. Like anyways. Yeah, just stop. Hate the game. Don't hate the player. But when we tell you about the game, you start defending the game, and you're like more zealot about maintaining the game than your own interests. When we tell you like this liberal capitalism doesn't work, you know why? Because there's always going to be some, more tightly netted, privileged demographic that can out-conspire you and end up reaching the top. Humanity is a marvelous creature. It can somehow, with enough time, beat anything. That's just the facts.
Are you saying nature wins out?
Exterminate them all.
So,
Otherwise, they're going to come back.
Pepe, I'm just wondering, when you say Israel's not our friend, whose friend are you talking? Are you talking about America?
Yeah, America is.
Why isn't Israel America's friend? I view Israel as being a terrific friend for Israel. Best buddies.
Oh, really? Then why do they have to lobby us so hard and buy up our fucking media, buy up social media, implement all of these rules basically, or convince
Because they're the chosen people.
to basically not allow you to say anything negative about Israel? Why are they trying to pass,
El Normo, do you want to go in there and try to correct Pepe?
IHRI definition anti-Semitism.
If you can find the room, it's called Israel emoji flag is not our friend.
Get us to fight in a
Just
fucking war where
bigger
Americans
block.
will lose their lives for their fucking country. Yeah, God, that's bullshit.
Yeah, because only Jews did that. Yeah. Not a bunch of Anglo-Saxons before the war on terror.
This was Jews. The things I mentioned was Jews.
Okay, but when those grievances come from non-Jews, crickets. When they're coming from Jews, oh, now you notice. Do you understand? That is racism. That's anti-Semitic. The Israelis, you know what they consider anti-Semitic about all this? When it comes down in Gaza, they are like, you know what they say to the West? They go to the West, you are being anti-Semitic because if it was you, you would have exterminated them and celebrated about it and put it in a museum. But because we're Jews, you won't let us, and you are shackling us with the UN and with all this. These guys don't look at, Israel doesn't look at things the way an American internally to America looks at things. No,
That's
these
fine.
guys are law of the jungle. They're still thinking World War II Europe, bro.
That's fine. But quite frankly, I don't have to. I mean, people can spend all the money lobbying.
Attempt to understand the Jewish mind a little bit. It's so weird. So out to lunch like it's.
I prefer to discuss facts or analyze induction. I don't like to engage in personal discussions. Thank you very much.
I'm talking about the nonsense that you just said, trying to figure out where Israel's coming from. They just go World War II. It's just crazy what you're saying. Like, what insight could you possibly have into the mind of Israel?
Again, all of that was just literally incoherent because it doesn't present any clear statement that we can agree or disagree on.
Your characterization of Israel is nonsense. Is that clear enough for you? It's weird. It's schizophrenic.
That's a subjective opinion. I can't falsify that.
But hold on, I want to point to something I had pinned in
Just go by Israel's statements and see how they relate to anything.
Is that my favorite fucking Jew? You should have been
Okay,
There
hold on.
you go.
Don't do
This
that.
is when you enter.
I hope so.
So I did post this link up top. When I made the room.
I don't know
So
who
I
that
thought this was funny. This was the White House's justification for why we needed to do the war, and then it was FFD. Trying to think who it was that founded it, but basically it's basically an Israeli Zionist organization that their whole sole purpose is to it's PR for Israel. But this is the war that was supposedly Israel.
Pepe,
We weren't doing this on behalf of Israel.
Pepe, first of all, El Normal looks like my penis when it's shriveled up.
Dude, if you're gonna do the juvenile insults, I'm just gonna move you, dude.
Okay, but all I'm gonna say is I want to pee on El Normal's aunt.
All right,
Bitch
fine,
200 a
fuck
weekend
asshole.
just to suck my.
God damn.
PP, I have a question, please, for you.
Yeah.
You are American.
Yep.
What is your identity? Are you white?
Yeah, I'm white. I'm white.
Okay. This is my question.
So I'm just wondering, when you say you're white, can you define what that word means? Hello?
But I would say this. I'm looking at this through an American lens. I'm not looking at this through a racial lens. This is a national thing.
Oh, so you're a
Why do you
nationalist.
think that Trump would make the wrong decision? What would cause him to do that? Is he stupid or what?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is. I think he did have a lot of pressure, mainly.
Well, I mean,
when it comes to
people have been
Kushner
questioning him all
and
his life.
Witkoff, I think that absolutely. We know what their bend is. He's always been somewhat friendly with Netanyahu. His two biggest donors. We know what that helped him out a lot.
When have we ever seen anybody influence him in any way before?
Oh, I'd say the first time he struck Iran, and the second time.
So didn't it go well when he struck Iran?
The first time, not this one.
What makes you think that he was influenced? Maybe it was.
If you want to roast Pepe the Frog.
Why was it not a good thing the first time?
Because we all knew that they would come back and ask for there would be another pressing situation where they had to act. He had to help Israel.
Can you understand that this?
And that's what happened. Several months later, we all saw this.
Can you understand that this is a continuation of the first one? It's all the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's not how it was sold to us. It was like,
so you don't like the way it was sold. So your disagreement is over his salesmanship.
Pat, you can't do that.
Can you understand, Pepe, that the U.S. has been planning to do this for over 20 years? That this is a battle plan that was planned in detail, to the granular detail, for the last more than 20. So the question is, when's the best time to do it?
Oh, I would say I wouldn't have done this. I mean, I think we would have had to strike their nuclear facilities every few years, but
we will have to.
But as far as doing some kind of doing a campaign like this, and God forbid,
I don't think
boots on the ground.
I think Israel will take it from here, by the way. In terms of those regular strikes on any attempted nuclear development, Israel will do that, not America.
But what was the point in us doing this? Why did, if the IRGC is still going to be empowered, they can still shut people's internet off, they can still slaughter a bunch of people, what was the point in us doing all of this?
In order to destroy and degrade, to push them back. It's the same thing when we were fighting Nazi Germany or Imperial Japan.
It's not the same thing.
How is it not the same?
Because we were going for basically surrender. I mean,
yeah, well, that's what Trump said he was doing. Whether that's achievable is another question. But we can certainly destroy and degrade, and that's what we're doing and have done. So what's the problem that you're seeing?
So this was the biggest fear I had with Trump, and I was hoping he wouldn't do it. And it was what many of us had, like I said, Charlie Kirk was alive. That was one of his main ones. It was for a lot of us on the right, was that he would start a war.
Yeah.
Now, all of what was that coming out in the news then about like the results of war games and everything like that, is that it would take a very large ground presence in order to actually topple the IRGC.
Well, that's the conventional wisdom. I don't disagree. But
yes, and so.
Do you understand that we were already at war?
So our biggest fear was that he would end up attacking, and basically the IRGC would end up remaining intact. It would look like a failure, and then if you put boots on the ground, it would really look like a failure. Americans would lose their lives. IRGC would still remain in power, but we would have blown through lives and resources, and for what? Now they have every incentive in the world to build a fucking nuke.
To degrade the enemy. To degrade the enemy's ability to do bad, to bother us. And by us, I mean all of Western civilization, which is against. I mean, I would say, consider the fact that, and we've been at war with them since 1979, and that they declared this war, that they came to the United Nations, Ahmadinejad, who apparently was or was not killed in the first salvo. Apparently he's still alive. I didn't know that. He was the president when they came.
I remember him.
Okay, great. That's good. So you're much more informed than most. He came to the United Nations and before the world in New York said, we are going to engulf the big Satan and the little Satan in a ball of fire. The big Satan is the United States. The little Satan is Israel. God knows why they have fixation on Israel. And the ball of fire is a nuclear weapon.
Sure. So this is where myself and others believe that they would never, ever, ever dare, never dare, launch a fucking nuke at the United States. Number one, they could cause only. It could be a catastrophic strike, but it would ensure that they literally.
The problem is they're not.
Yeah, I don't think they're.